Hey everyone, this is Yuki, also known as Psychic Otaku 182, and this is my channel. Okay, so first things first, today's April 23rd, and it's the two-year anniversary of the Impossible Astronaut. Fight the silence! Yeah, I have actually never seen the episode, but I am a huge fan of Doctor Who, so I kind of have something really special today. Well, special to me, near and dear to my heart. I found this at Barnes & Noble's. It's America's premier Gunmakers. It's published by JG Press, by KD Kirkland. KD, yeah. And each book is devoted to a different gunmaker, an American gunmaker, so we have Remington, Browning, Colt, and Winchester, which is super cool. I'm a huge history buff. I love American history. I love old American guns. And these are really great. They tell you about, like this one's the Winchester one. They tell you about Oliver Winchester and how he started the Winchester Company, and the pictures are fantastic. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. I understand that not everyone's a big fan of guns, but some of these are just plain beautiful. I mean, like, this one's the Colt. Colt has some of the most fantastic guns ever, and I don't just mean they shoot well, although, they do. They wouldn't still be around if they didn't, I don't think. But, I mean, they're just incredibly detailed. I don't know if you can see the filigree work on this from the picture, but search Colt revolvers, and you will find some amazing, like gold inlay, mother of pearl handles. I mean, these are beautiful guns. Not only were they functional, but they were also really nice looking. And this has actually been really fun for me, to look through these. The Remington, the Browning. I've actually only read through two of them already. I've only read through the Winchester and the Colt ones, because I'm kind of obsessed with the Colt single army action. And the 1873 pattern lever action Winchester repeater, which is a really nice gun. I mean, this is just a beautiful gun. Let's see if I can find. This one's the 94 model. Physically, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference between the 73 and the 94. But I do actually have a Winchester catalog, and the 73 model comes in 38 caliber as well. So if you have a 38 special handgun, you're buying the same ammunition for both guns, which is really good. That's, you're not having to buy multiple types of ammunition and multitasking. And then the single army action. I mean, last summer, when I was visiting my dad in Oklahoma, we went to the National Cowboy Museum, which was really awesome. And they have this fantastic gun section with all these different, revolvers, rifles, shotguns. And they have this section that's devoted to cowboy movies. John Wayne, Roy Rogers. Sadly, I know a lot more about these than I really should, considering the fact I've never actually watched one. I keep meaning to watch True Grit, the original John Wayne version, but, just never seem to find the time. But it's really awesome, because, apparently John Wayne had multiple single army action revolvers, and they are beautiful. I mean, these things have filigree and inlay, and oh, those are pretty, pretty guns. Yeah, I'm a gun dork. You know, there's a part of me that, you know, just really, really likes guns. And in my defense, it's actually very understandable that I have such a huge love for guns. I'm 5'1". I'm short. And don't really have a lot of weight. I'd much rather drop anyone trying to attack me before they get close enough. Just a thought. You know. And I'm not saying that, you know, a shotgun wouldn't do that. But it's a bit bulky. And the kickback's kind of a pain. Yeah. But, you know, a large amount of my obsession with guns is just historical. I'm a bit of a dork that way. All of my favorite guns have some sort of historical significance. Or pop culture significance. The Walther PPK. I can't say that without it sounding weird. Walther PPK. There are only 3 people I know who carry that caliber of gun, and I believe I have killed 2 of them. For those of you who don't recognize that line, it's from the James Bond movie Goldeneye. I like James Bond movies. I like the cars in James Bond movies. What can you do, right? But yeah. So, but I found this at Barnes & Noble's. I think the set was like, I can't remember if it was $15 or $20. It wasn't that expensive though. And that's kind of understandable. I mean, you know, these are very short books. Even if they are, you know, filled with lots of information, you know. I mean, like, you get back here in the back, and, you know, it, like, gets down to this. Almost like looking at an old catalog. I have a reprint copy of an old 1902, or I think it's 1902 Sears and Roebuck catalog. And that's pretty much the setup of the catalog, is what I just showed you on that page. Kind of pity you can't, you know, order it, but especially since those have some really nice things in them. I mean, I found some really beautiful pocket watches in that old Sears and Roebuck catalog. And it's actually a really huge, like I said, I'm a huge history buff, so it's actually a really interesting way of looking into the past, you know. I mean, nowadays, you have to go through all sorts of chaos to try and get a gun. Back then, you could order one for $20, you know. If that, you know, not even that in some cases. But yeah, so this is kind of a small video. I'm hoping to upload a tutorial to make a, I call it the rock and roll tank. Yeah. See, because I have a huge love for old bands and just cannot afford those band t-shirts. I found one for Dawkins on eBay for like $60. Heck no. Don't get me wrong, I love Dawkins. Like, insanely love Dawkins, but not at $60. Sorry. So, hopefully I'll be able to get that up tomorrow or the next day. But this was just a quick little video to tell you about my more recent acquisitions. And let you know, I'm still alive! So anyway, questions, comments, suggestions, leave them in the box, and, have a great night. Ciao bello!